Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and in this video we'll be taking a look at steganography, alright, as to what it is, what are its uses, and we'll be also taking a practical look as to how you can perform steganography in your computer. So what is steganography? Steganography is basically the art of hiding a file inside another file. Now you might be wondering as to what it is and what it is used for. Well, we'll be explaining everything in this video. So in this there exists a primary file. Now these terminologies, like you will see primary file and a secondary file, these I have personally used these types of terminologies. I personally think that there isn't any such terminology, but to simplify the video, to make things simpler, I have used these two terminologies. Alright, so there exists a primary file, generally an image, and a secondary file, generally a text file with some secret written in it. So basically you will have a text file with some secret written in it. Let's say someone's phone number, or maybe some password of a service or something, and you will basically hide that file, hide that text file with the secret written in it inside an image. All right. Now in this particular scenario, we are considering that a primary file is an image, but it's not that in 100% or in every case the primary file is an image and the secondary file is a text file. It can be anything. All right, the primary file can be an image or a text file or a video game file as well, anything, and the secondary file can also be like that. But in general scenarios, or in most of the cases, there is a primary file which is generally an image, and the secondary file is generally a text file with some secret written in it. So the secondary file is hidden inside the primary file in such a way that on normal examination or observation, it is not at all possible to find the hidden text file. Alright, so you basically take the secondary file, hide it inside the primary file, and when somebody will open the primary file, they will never be able to observe the secondary file. They'll never be able to observe. The only thing, the only way they can observe the secondary file or the file that is hidden is by opening that primary file inside that particular tool which was used to perform the steganography. So what are its uses? All right, so this is the most important thing as to why we perform steganography. So it can be used to send confidential data without running into the risk of your data going into the wrong hands. Let's say you want to send a password of a service to someone. Now it's not that you will send the password in plain text, and nowadays even sending the password in encrypted format is also a little bit risky, because there are ways to reverse engineer that, there are ways to crack the hashes as well. So you might need a secondary or a different type of a service which can perform this kind of a task, sending confidential data in a hidden format. So in this case, steganography plays a very good role. So you can send your confidential data like passwords, etc., using this steganography technique, and can also be used to store important information, so that if your computer gets into the hands of any hacker or unknown person, he or she can't see the confidential data in it. Let's say your computer gets hacked, and let's say you have some secret documents in your computer, and you have kept it hidden inside another file. Now it will generally be a little bit difficult for the hacker or the unknown person who is trying to search for confidential data in your computer to crack that and get the confidential data that is hidden inside the primary file or the file which you have chosen. All right, so it can be used to store your important information such as phone numbers, passwords, bank account info, etc. So here's a pictorial demonstration as to how it works. So this is basically an image. You take an image. As I'm saying that I'm specifically taking image as the primary file for this particular video, but you can take any type of a file for file as a primary file. All right, it's not that you need to take image each and every time as a primary file. You can take any type of file. It can be a video file, anything. Similarly, the secondary file can also be anything. All right, it's not compulsory that it will be a text file, or it will be an image, or it will be a video. It can be anything. All right, So basically what happens is that you can see this is the image, which is basically our channel logo, and this is a text file. Maybe you have written your password in it and you want to share it with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever you want, and you basically send this photo via services like WhatsApp, etc. And when the person at the other end will receive your file or will receive this file, he on normal examination he will see he or she will just see a image file. If he or she opens this file, he or she will only see an image. But that is on a normal person's perspective. But let's say if somebody who has some technical knowledge, if he can reverse engineer the stuff, then he can get whatever is hidden inside it. All right, in this case, text file. All right, so for the practical of steganography, we will be using a tool called StegHide. So for that, you need to open up your favorite browser and go to google.com and just search here for StegHide, STEGHIDE, and press enter. Now just go on to this particular website, not the first one which says okay, go on to this website. All right, steghide.sourceforge.net/download.php, and this is the website. And as you can see, it doesn't look like a modern generation website. And here you can download the StegHide tool for Windows, Linux, or any other. Over here you can see the source code is also present, but we'll be using the Windows package for this particular demonstration. So you can simply click on this Windows package and it will redirect you to the sourceforge.net website, wherein you can see that the download will start within 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure you must be familiar with the SourceForge website in case you have been downloading tools from the internet. Now I'm not going into the details of the download procedure. It's just a very small tool, I think 1.7 MB or something. It is a zip file. Obviously you need to extract that. What I need to mention here specifically is that you need to go to this documentation section, and here you can see that the quick start guide has been present, and you can see that the commands as to how you can use this particular tool is also present. And if I didn't mention, then it's a command line utility. It's not a what should I say, it's not a GUI based tool. It is a command line utility, and you can see that here you can get the idea as to how you can use this tool. All right, so for first minimize this, and if you have downloaded the zip file, you'll see that inside that one folder is present. Just extract that folder. All right, and once you extract that folder, inside that folder you will see so many files and folders are present. Just open that folder and go on to the Explorer, and over here just tap over there, and you can see the directory. In this case I have pasted, or I have kept the folder in my desktop. You can see C users today desktop StegHide, and just press CMD over there. All right, just type in CMD over there and press enter. This will basically open up the command prompt in that particular directory. And if I can go on to properties, the font size, if I can increase it a little bit. All right, so I hope now you can see this a little bit properly. And if I want to go to the file manager, D drive, this is the image that we will be using. Let's copy this one over here and paste it, and I'll be creating a text file in here. Let's create a text file, and we'll name this secret.txt, and we'll paste in some secret things over here. Now as you can see, this is the image which we will be using for this purpose. This is the Royal Enfield Himalayan, and I'll be writing some secret things inside this text document. What can I write? Alright, I love Apache RR310, but I have used Himalayan just as a show. So I've written I love Apache RR 310, but I have used Himalayan just as a show, alright. And if I just simply save this and quit out of here, now go back to the command prompt, and if you go to the documentation section, which is in this particular website, the link will be in the description. Obviously, here you can see the commands that you need to type, alright. So it's telling you that steg hide embed -cf, the picture that you are using, and ef secret.txt or any text file that you will be using. So let's use that. So steg hide, so if you just type in steg and press tab, it will autocomplete. Embed, then tag cf, and now you need to type paste in the directory of the image that you will be using, alright. So in this case we are using this particular image, so just drag and drop it over here, and then just press space, and now now you need to type in -ef and the name of the I mean the directory or the path of the text file, alright. -ef, and in this case we are using this particular text file, and we'll paste it in over here and press enter. Press enter. Why is it not working? Yeah. Alright, so now it's asking us to enter the passphrase. By passphrase it means the password, alright. You need to enter a password which you will need to re-enter if you want to retrieve that particular secret text file or whatever text file you have attached in. So let's put in a password. For simplicity, I'm just writing PASSWORD123. Press enter. It will ask you to re-enter the password PASSWORD123, and press enter. As you can see that all the embedding and all that stuff has been done, and as you can see it gives a confirmation that all the things have been done properly. Now if you have watched my previous video in which I have shown you in which I have discussed about checksums and all that stuff, we had discussed about a tool named HashCalc, alright, which is this one. And as I said that if you do any sort of a small change in your file, any sort of a change, be it how small, the checksum of that particular file is going to change, alright. Now since we have embedded this particular text file inside this particular image, so the checksum of this particular image is going to change compared to the original one. I'll show you one example. Let's open this tool, and here we have selected file, and if we just go ahead and let's go to the D drive. This is the image, this is the original image, alright, not the embedded one. And if I just calculate the hash, in this case let's copy the MD5 hash, and if I just open up Notepad and paste it in over here, and now if we just calculate the checksum of this particular image in which we have embedded this secret file, if we go on to the desktop and if we just locate the image, which is this one, and calculate, and as you can see that the hash has completely changed, alright. You can see that both the hashes are different completely. It's not that only a certain portion of the hash has changed or something, but the entire hash has changed. This gives a confirmation as to whether some modification has been done on that particular file or not by any means. Alright, now it's time to retrieve or get back whatever we have stored inside that. So for this, again open up your command prompt in that particular directory itself, alright, in which the steg hide inside that steg hide folder, and you need in order to retrieve the things, you can see you need to type in this particular command over here, which is steg hide extract sf and the path of the picture. So let's type that in, steg hide extract tag sf, and the I typed in everything correctly. And now you need to paste in the path of that particular image in which the secret file has been embedded. In this case it is this image, so simply drag and drop it and just press enter. Alright, it will ask you to enter the password, so simply enter the password. Alright, so it says that wrote extracted data to secret.txt. Now you must be wondering where that file has been extracted. It will be extracted inside this steghide folder. Alright, if you go inside it, you'll see that there is a secret text over here. If you just open it, you can see that whatever things we had written in this particular secret file or secret text file is now shown up in here. So I had written I love Apache Ara 310, but I have used Himalayan just as a show. So whatever I had written in this particular secret text file is being shown up over here. Alright, so that's the way you use this particular steghide tool. Now there are many tools for steganography. There is another one named Steganography. That tool doesn't work sometimes properly, so I thought about introducing you guys to that particular tool, but it shows some bugs many times, and it has many limitations, like you need to use a certain format of your image. You cannot choose any type of an image you want. So there it has a lot of limitations. It's I think a Venezuelan tool or something. Anyways, but I found this particular steghide tool to be the best. I have been using this for quite a while now, and it's a very good tool, simple to use, and the best thing is it is a command line tool. You should be familiar with command line tools in order to start your hacking career, or if you want to progress your career in cybersecurity, you should be very much familiar with the command line, be it Windows, Mac or Linux, whatever. Alright, so that's the way you use the steghide tool. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy, then press the like button, do share it with your friends, family or whoever you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.